So what if you thought that the king not only was in charge of Congress, he was in charge of the sky? What would happen if you knocked him off the throne? The sky would fall. I mean, nobody was really sure. So this book is actually a testament to the people who figured out how to get him off the throne and keep the sky up. Yeah. It took them, yeah. And the most amazing part, and the reason Confucius probably did read this and did like it, but we don't know, is it was bloodless. It was the first revolution was a bloodless revolution. What? Yeah. It took somewhere between 40 and 60 years to get it together. 2 generations. So if you've read books about the authors of this text, you'll read about King Yuan and his son, the Duke of Zhou. That just means it took 2 generations to get it together. King Yuan wasn't a king. King Yuan was a vassal, or there was a vassal, some vassal, we don't know what his name was really, who spoke up at court saying, maybe the whole system ought to be, recalibrated. House arrest. He's instantly put in house arrest, far from the capital. And people snuck over, brought him a beer, sat in his kitchen with him going, so what do you mean? Recalibrate, the system that has been it comes from heaven. It's like, you think it should rain up from now on? I mean, because that's his new concept of unseating the king. Is like, what? That the ocean should run up to the mountain? It's just like the natural world is regulated by the king. You can't take the king off the throne. The ocean will come up. We'll have only salt water. That's really what they told him. And he said, I don't know. Let's check that. Says no. That the ocean won't come up, You trust that? That's Wall Street. Best 3 out of 5? And that's actually how this came to be. His trying to convince people, they started doing divinations. And slowly, because I'll tell you about how awful the king was later, and it was slowly, everybody heard these stories about what was going on at the capital, and more people came to visit him in his house arrest, saying, do you really have an alternative here? And he was saying, I don't know. Want to work together or not? We'll work together.